Hey, welcome everybody to another episode of Grown Women Gaming. I'm here with CHAREECE and Lady. Shout out to Boogie who couldn't be here today.
He's in Disney World somewhere.
Right.
Somewhere in the middle
She all having a good time, So hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
enjoying herself, her and the fam. So
yeah.
Cool, y'all. So we just gonna get right into it because we are starting a little bit late today. We're about 7 minutes behind or so. But yeah, so this is episode, like I said, 319, if I said that. And the title I want to give this episode is Xbox is Inevitable, and I will elaborate on that a little bit later. But let's get into intros real quick. CHAREECE, tell everybody what you've been playing.
All right, everybody, it's your girl CHAREECE here. Sorry, I'm just jamming to the music. And of course, y'all already know I am still on my Dragon Age. And I absolutely love it, y'all. I didn't think it would be, but I think this is my game of the year. I could be biased. I can, and I will be. But yeah, I do believe this is my game of the year. I really truly believe people were playing the wrong game, or they've never played Dragon Age before. Now, yes, I'm not gonna lie, there is some criticism, and that's what we do here. Like I said, you can't really be mean, but like that's not Dragon Age. Now, if you want to be mean in a BioWare game, go play Mass Effect. Like you are dropping folks out of windows and shit. But like that has never really been Dragon Age, because again, this is not a very nice universe to begin with. So you could be joking, you could be hard, but you can't really necessarily be mean. And apparently some people wanted that, so that's why they were hating on it. Yes, there is a trans character, but again, she's not the first. They are not the first in Dragon Age history to be trans. So again, I don't know where that came from. Yes, you can sleep with everybody and they can sleep with each other. So I'm good with that part. Oh my God. The action, the combat is so good. No, okay. Tasha, she's non-binary. They are non-binary, not trans. Non-binary. Thank you, Primated Eagle. Get me straight. They use they and them pronouns. I just got to that part of the game, so I'm trying to switch over my way of thinking with them. And of course, like every parent, every person having a hard time to tell their parent, it's so interesting. But again, all of this is optional. You do not have to do this. It is optional.
So it's like a side quest kind of thing.
It's totally side quest. If you don't want to interact with that, you don't have to. Totally side quest. Now, if you don't do it, you won't continue their story, and most likely they will die at the end. I'm going to put that out there. I don't know. I'm not there yet. But it's such a lovely game. It's such a dark game. Like, we are in hell right now. But I'm loving every last bit of it. Dragon Age is most likely my game of the year. But then on top of that, of course, I played Genshin Impact. They just had their video for their new update, and it drops on Xbox November the 20th. When I tell you I am ready for this, I am so ready. Yo, I don't even know why I got a PlayStation anymore. Like, it took 4 years, God knows how much begging, but Genshin Impact.
And you will be able to transfer your game over to the Xbox.
Yes.
Finally,
so so for my people who do play on other systems, only thing you need to do is make sure you have your email and your correct password. And if you got 2-factor authentication, which I do, make sure you have the information wrote down. That way you can log in. It's gonna update. That way you make sure you're playing on Xbox and everything. And you're in there. Like, again, I've played on my Steam Deck, I played on my tablet, my phone, my PlayStation, my computer, and all of my stuff transfers over. And again, if y'all need any help, any tips with everything, hit your girl up. I got you.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready. You gotta.
I'm gonna carry you to the promised land, just like you carry me. I'm gonna carry you, girl.
The game drops in 4 days, right? November
20th.
Okay. I'll download it today.
You can go ahead and install it on your Xbox, because I already have it installed.
Is it on Game Pass, or I gotta pay?
It's free. Right? It's free to play. Free to play.
Okay.
And because it's coming to Xbox, Xbox players get a pair of greeny wings, already glider that was free to us. I'm hoping we get a weapon since PlayStation got a weapon too, but that's just me being petty. But that weapon is only good on PlayStation, and those wings that the Sony gave, they're only good on Sony PlayStation. So, but the Xbox wings are good for everybody. So everybody get these wings. Xbox players just get them first. Everybody else get them second patch. But yeah.
Oh, they showing Xbox some love.
I know, right? Look at that.
They need to do that. They need to do that with this game. The game that's on the screen. That's what they need to do.
We go get to that. I feel like they're gonna get us. I feel like. But yeah.
God.
But and you know what? Just because it's coming to Xbox, I might drop $20 on Genshin Impact. Again, I ain't bought in almost 6 months. I ain't spent money on this game. I might just get these coins real quick.
Look, my coins ain't like your coins, so I can't be spending all that money.
Look at. No, and you know what? You should not. If you are, this is my first tip for any new Xbox players. If you are just not playing Genshin Impact, do not spend money on any of the characters.
What about the drip? What about the drip?
Nothing. Because you cannot upgrade none of those characters until you get later in the game. Unless they do a drop one of the older characters first. Nope, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. I'm going to say play free of charge until you get like 3 maps in. Then maybe you want to spend some money. Or come tell me and I tell you who you need to get. But right now, just play with the free characters.
You gonna tell me who
I'm gonna tell well, I'm gonna tell you who you're gonna try to get because you still might not get that person. But yeah, let me see what else did I play. Of course, all my mobile games. I think that's it. I think that's all I played this month. This week. I think. Yeah. Oh, and Vampire Survivors, which is like crack. Oh my god.
Did you play the DLC yet?
No, I'm still trying to beat the other DLCs. Yo, why is this game so hard but yet addicting? Like, I don't know.
Because of the replayability. You don't necessarily have to play in a certain set to get those rounds. Each round is 30 minutes, so it sucks if you're like 28 minutes in and you're dying and you don't have tiramisu.
Yo,
your garlic's not upgraded. You know what I mean?
No, I was still with the Contra DLC, whatever, and I couldn't even get off the next part of the map to get to the next thing. I did unlock this dude who I missed him the first time, but like it was too many enemies. I didn't make it past 15 minutes. I felt ashamed. I was like, I need to try harder. It was ugly, but yeah.
The new maps of them, they trouble. They haven't because some you go inside and you get it. You see the map, but you don't see that there's a wall there. And the
that part, and that's exactly what happened.
That's
exactly what happened.
And you get caught up on this corner.
I got caught up on a tree, and I got stuck and could not go. And like I had this big machine thing coming from this way. I had another one from that way, and then like a horde of whatever from over here. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. But yeah. So you go on ahead, lady.
I too was playing Vampire Survivor this week.
Oh man, DLC, new. Yeah, go ahead.
To Castlevania. I play a little. I just played a little bit.
I don't like the Castlevania one that much. I do like the Contra, and I like the Among Us one better.
Among Us was cool. Among Us was cool because then if you unlock the character, it'd be one of the sus people that you unlock. It's just you can play an hour and you can accomplish so much. If you play differently than you normally would play. Like I won't go with my class A setup. I'll just do something like play with a character I haven't played before. Use passive and aggressive, perks to differently so I can unlock more stuff because it's a hella achievements in that game. And I've been playing Call of Duty. As you guys can see, this is my gameplay on Twitch. We played earlier this week. And I don't know, man. It's just, it's like a comfort zone thing for me at this point. I played some of the campaigns. The campaign is like fast and furious.
Back up, ma'am.
Comfort.
Multiplayer.
Yes.
So is it worth it? Because remember now I said I was going to send you $10 for me.
No, for the store ain't shit in the store. The shit is burned. The store is burned. The store is burned. I don't know what season, ma'am. When I tell you the outfit, I will let you know because they had nothing for late Infamous there. They had a few like 3 bundles, and they had hella blueprints, and I'm like, it didn't entice me to go spend my money before payday. So I'm just like, the store is the L.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll wait on my $10 then.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Another L is that Warzone Area 99. I'm gonna tell you right now, that shit looked like a downgrade compared to the Warzone we played before this. I don't know.
So it's called Warzone Area 99?
The Battlefield, I mean, I'm sorry, not Battlefield. The Warzone from Black Ops is a new resurgence map called Area 99. I had to remember it. I played a couple games and I'm like, this cannot be it. This cannot be it. It looks like there's a filter in the map it's not polished. I can tell you that. It's not polished. You have to use Black Ops 6 guns because word on the street is if you use any Modern Warfare previous title guns, that it's not going to hit as much as Black Ops 6 guns. That's a lowercase L because I haven't got into it because you have to play with the squad. You have to play with the squad, and I didn't. I played with random, so it's a lowercase L. You know what I'm saying? Now zombies, I'm gonna tell you, we played it all. We played it all. Zombies is cool. Terminus, I'm saying, is one of the best maps. I think they did a great job with Terminus. If you're new to zombies and you playing this on your Xbox or whatever the hell you playing on these days, because Xbox is everywhere, please play Terminus first. Please play Terminus first.
Is that what y'all had me playing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then yeah, she's right. Like it had that. It was creepy. Especially when we got to that little island on that little boat. Girl, boo. Nah. I still don't know what we supposed to be doing now.
It gave me more classic zombie fields versus Liberty Falls. And last but not least, I played the campaign. I crashed out yesterday because it's a mission that was 100% stealth. 100% stealth. If they see you, that's it. You got to start over. I tried this mission for 45 minutes trying to get through this computer room, and I didn't do it. And I said, you know what? If I got to the computer and did what I needed to do, and I had to leave. So while I was doing the shit on the computer, they saw me, and I was like, man, fuck this shit. If I go back to the beginning, this stream is over. And you know what happened? It took me all the way back to the beginning. I said, you know what? I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. But the campaign reminds me of Fast and Furious, like Ocean's 11 type stuff, very espionage, which I enjoy. I really appreciated that they did not use the route they did with the previous Call of Duty game, because they did it like an open world. It was like an open world type of thing. And Black Ops 6 is linear. You know what I mean? They do have the safe house, but other than that, their missions are very like, this is what you got to do. This is an objective within the mission. I'm a big W. So I'm enjoying myself with Call of Duty. And
anything else outside of Call of Duty though? And you said Survivor. You said
Vampire Survivor. That's it.
So Vampire Survivor, Call of Duty. That's it.
That's it, girl.
Okay,
girl,
cool.
did you? Yes, that was it.
What you gonna say? You was gonna say something?
No, I ain't gonna say it no more. That's all I played this week, though.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go into what I've been playing, because this is the same as I've been playing in the last couple of weeks, which has been Tireborn. Which is before I even started the show, I told the ladies, it's like I'm tired of saying the same thing every week, so I'm gonna try to swap it out. Like I mentioned before, though, I love the fact that I can just drop in and drop out on top of Tireborn, and that really helps me. And this week has kind of been a bit busy, but let's go ahead and get into it. We do got quite a few topics. And the first one I want to mention was about Valve and Steam, which ladies, I shared the article with you, but from this it says that they were accused of basically allowing hate and extremists after this organization called the Anti-Defamation League looked into the data and noticed they uncovered millions of hate messages. So now they're being accused of harboring, basically hate speech. And I want to get y'all take on it, because as ladies that play games competitively, like I know you play, lady, and stuff, you still hear that toxicity some occasionally. And so I just want to get your take on all of this. Do you think when you play on PC or when you deal with Steam as far as comments and whatnot, do you still see this, or do you think that this just because it's a small percentage in the grand scheme of like 400 plus players, that it's a non-issue? What's your thoughts?
For me, I think. Go ahead. Were you saying something, Charisse?
No, go ahead, because you play more competitive than I do. But go ahead.
Look, with Steam, I don't play really much shooters on Steam.
So you primarily console.
Yeah. I just want to get that transparency. I think I played some Destiny. I played Rainbow Six. I think on PC, not Call of Duty or anything like that. It's always gonna be. Are you a girl? Are you fat? Are you ugly? You know what I'm saying? Why are you playing this?
Sound
game?
like you black. You sound like this.
Are you black? And I'm being nice and I'm being PG with the shit. You know what I mean? I have in the beginning of this stream right here, I reported someone because they were looking for a group to play zombies. That I said cool. They knew who I was. They see my picture, so they know who I am. They knew I was black. They knew I was a woman. We played, we lost, and as soon as we lost, the person that I was playing with was getting real racial. I'm like, you know what? Let me just report you real quick and keep it moving. Yeah. I'm numb to that because it doesn't matter. It seemed like it doesn't matter how many times, we address this particular situation.
And it's
there's less progress than it needs to be because we need more of it. We need more people.
How do you feel when there's some gamers saying that takes away from the game if they start to censor some of that stuff, or what are your thoughts on that?
Who is saying that it's going to take away from the game? Because
come on, you think about how things turn in this election cycle. Let's be real.
So it's people bet.
I ain't got to even elaborate too much. You already know what I'm
talking about. Okay. Yeah. So it's okay for someone to say racial slurs to me. And
what it is, they don't want to call attention to it. It's like they feel like if they call attention to it, then it makes them. They don't want to be confrontational. But sometimes you have to be confrontational,
right?
And it's consequences, right?
Yes, it's consequences for your actions,
and that goes both ways.
This is true. We have gotten out of the habit of of addressing these issues point blank when they actually happen. Like back in the day, especially when we were growing up, you called somebody the N-word, you got your ass beat.
Right.
Now we must be tolerant. We must no boo. Like, yes, okay, so those chat rooms back in the day were kind of, bad, because trust me, I used to be on there ASL all the time. right. But like even back then, when somebody said something off the way, I would pop back on them like, boo, who you think you're talking to? Like, I need you to retype that again and try again. Like, you don't have to be rude to check somebody, but they still need to be checked. But nowadays, people think that you can't check anybody because that is mean. That is checking you is being mean. And because of that, we have all this stuff going on. Like, and when I tell you, when my Steam account, I'm surprised people even find me on Steam, on X. Like the people who have found me on Xbox, you the lucky ones, because all this mess is gonna get shut down sometime soon. All my stuff is on private. I don't even play with people that I know.
Right, and see, but if you think about it, it wasn't always like that, right? Now we have like little pools of people we play with, and like we protect what we hear because we're usually in a private party, or however. So we've controlled it, but it's like this group or whatever uncovered all these millions of messages that validates that there's still a lot of hate and extremism going on under Valve, like as far as the communication pool. And it's like, are they going to do anything to combat that? Otherwise they're going to always have that stigma of it being like,
unless it's changed from the top, it's not going to change at the bottom.
That's why I put the number out of like how it's just so many. It's just they still got a ton of out of millions of matches and out of millions of people, like users that use the platform. It's still like as far as percentage very small, but that doesn't negate the problem. I feel like that shouldn't negate the problem.
It shouldn't, because again, it's still a problem, and you're still being like, I don't understand why people don't understand that. Just because one person is being hateful does not mean that it's okay. If you're still letting it slide,
call them out. Yeah,
call those folks out.
But they, they don't. Like I've dealt with that too in the past, where it's like you could be getting berated by somebody online, and then you had a part of it more than just you, and when no one stand up for you, you know what I mean, or say something like, "Hey man, don't say that." They wouldn't say nothing, you know what I mean? They just let it happen or whatever.
You said a tweet earlier. I think it was last week. Was like your silence speaks or something like that, Delilah.
Yeah,
and that's really what it is.
It's like a silence so loud, something like that. I put it up.
Yeah, so,
but yeah, because that's what it feels like sometimes. I explained that tweet in just a minute.
I don't know. People do need to call it out, because, and honestly, I ain't trying to mean that. We need to stop trying to always call it out. People like this need to start like picky slack up, people. If you're tired of these people calling people names, if you're tired of folks being rude in these chat rooms, these messages, report the message. Like, just and nowadays it's easy. You can do it anonymously. You can just, hey, this is a harmful message. Click the no button. Get it further down on the list that way it's not even seen.
I'm gonna tell you what really grinds my gears, right? But really, now mind you, I play Call of Duty. Call of Duty is an M-rated game, so I will have to deal with racist people, men and women, mostly men, and I know how to deal with it. I know how to combat that. I know how to talk shit to that. What I
but also too, you're like you're older, like you've been dealing with it for so long. We're the gaming generation, right? We've had of our life, so it's like we remember the earlier days. We remember it being worse than this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But
so
my thing is, now you have kids. You got kids, boys, saying these misogynistic things, saying these racial things at an M-rated game to a grown-ass woman. What can I say to this kid? Right. What can I say to this little ass kid that calls me the word?
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you on this game? I'm not saying all the kids. There's some kids that are respectful and they know that they're playing an M-rated game and they know how to act. But there's more kids being ridiculous with how they talk to grown ass people on an M-rated game. So it's like, that what bothers me, because you know your parents fucked up for buying you this game, knowing it's an M-rated game, knowing what kind of people it's on here, but you like encouraging your kid to act like these older people that talk the way they talk. And I'm like,
and I know we usually call COD as like an example, but it happens in other games too, I mean, that's why it's all of like Valve, all of Steam, because it's more than just that. And I didn't dig too deep in like what data they looked into, because this could have been discussion forums. This could have been, it could have been a different platform as opposed to like just playing online through mic and voice and stuff like that. I really think that it's probably bigger than that. I just didn't dig that deep into the article, but I just thought it was an interesting thing to bring up, because I felt like we talk about this topic at least twice a year. That's how it feels.
Probably more than that,
we always go back here, like, okay, what are they gonna do about that? People, using racial slurs all the time. It's like, you would think that by now we'll be past it, but no,
we will.
I don't think we ever will be.
Not in this timeline.
Not in our lifetime.
Not in our lifetime. Because you know why? Because the anonymousness of the internet is saving y'all.
But see, is it really anonymous? If you think about it, because look at us. We used to say, like, if you wanted to really find us, you really could. No lie, because we are most likely going to use the exact same username on all of our social media platforms, on all of our, like, our gamer tags, our PlayStation name is all the same. So if you actually, I ain't trying to, say what I do in the middle of the night at 3 a.m, but if you wanted to search and find somebody, you can search and find somebody. And it's honestly getting to the point where, hey, okay, you want to be a bitch to me, I'm a bitch to you, and I'm going to send this if you're to the people on your Facebook profile.
Yeah, I've had those too. Like, you had instant message wars with somebody.
Yeah, I was like, okay, you like my research abilities, because I'm gonna find shit that you don't want me to find, and I'm gonna send this to whoever it needs to go to. People seem to think that freedom of speech gives you freedom of speech to say anything to anybody. No, but that's just to the government. But you say something back to me, that means I still have the right to defend myself.
That's right.
And I'm gonna beat your ass. Sorry.
They're not gonna. But that's the thing with the internet, especially with these gaming lobbies, that they can say whatever the hell they want to say, and then they'll click off to the next game, and they won't even blink again. But let it be the same situation when it's face to face. I can 100% guarantee you that they won't say the shit that they say on it when I'm playing on a Call of Duty lobby, or or to a black man. But you calling me the N-word, but I bet you won't say that to a man outside this microphone. And that's what I'm saying. The internet be saving y'all.
Yeah. So the last part to this topic though is like, so what can Valve do though? I mean, what can they
have to
do?
be more transparent. They got to be like, yeah, we got these, these messages that's negative to the community, and we need to. They have to acknowledge what they did and enforce some things to make it better. That's the only thing they can do. Because you wait till an outside party leak your shit on your fuck up. That means you've been sitting on the fuck up too long, if you ask me. So
there. Yeah, people need to be banned.
They need to take they're gonna have more transparency, because Steam, all the games there, and they have every kind of game. If they got the sexy games, they sure have the hateful games somewhere in that library. Yeah, right. So
a little bit, yeah. But at the same time, too, you expect
what they banned your Steam account. Like that right there would be the ultimate consequence right there to me. If like, okay, you have been warned multiple times, you've had suspensions, you've had timeouts. No, boo, we are gonna ban your Steam account. Everything that you've worked towards, the games that you've bought, all of that gone.
I'm telling you, a Steam ban hit. I will be devastated if my Steam account got banned for being
right. That's big as your library is typically on there. Man, I'll be devastated too. I think you're right. They need to do something to kind of deter that type of behavior. But people are now able to use VPNs, block their IP addresses, able to have different usernames, or make one-off, or make stock accounts. People are able to kind of mask themselves when they come to like posting messages and things like that, and that's why you're not able to hold people accountable for what they say. But y'all, I completely agree with y'all, and that's why on Twitter when I posted a silence too loud to ignore, and what I meant by that when I posted that is that I hope that's what people do to X and Twitter, or whatever you want to call it. If they make it so freaking like everybody leave in such a drastic way that they can't ignore it. You know what I mean? That's what I meant by silence too loud to ignore. It's like a lot of people are making a choice to leave Twitter and find alternative social media platforms in order to express themselves. Because Twitter used to be fun, man. It wasn't filled with hate and this and calling you this or pointing out XYZ. It was all about making jokes and memes and laughing and looking at food and sharing other social media,
connecting with other gamers, getting
exactly,
setting up meetings, being excited.
So that's what I'm hoping happens on Twitter, is that people, everybody leave it once to make it so loud to where they will have to react in a way that's drastic for them, because I've been checking out these other platforms like Blue Sky and checking out Threads and stuff like that, and I found this app, or somebody recommended an app to me on Twitter called Open Vibe, and it'll allow you to post on Open Vibe, and it'll push it out everywhere. So you don't gotta have multiple apps. You can just have that one app, and it just you type into it, and it just it just send it to Threads, it just send it to Blue Sky, it just send it to Mastodon, etc. And so it's dope. I've been checking it out, and so yeah. Okay, next topic. So the other topic I got up here is y'all know Christmas coming up, and they pretty much was doing like the poll and trying to find out what kids wanted for Christmas. And come to find out that 76% of kids want consoles and games for Christmas. 76%.
But yet the people say the console market is dying. Yo, I got like 7 grandkids. This is not really good news for me. But I'm not buying that. I buy the games maybe.
Right.
But I ain't buying consoles. That's on the parents. But you know what? I can see it though, because who wouldn't want an Xbox or a PlayStation? And I will even say a PlayStation for Christmas. We ain't saying Wii because we still waiting for that Wii 2 announcement. I mean Switch 2. But like, this is a good thing. Like the market is still healthy. And I'm positive that the people, these kids who want these consoles, I'm sure some of them just want to upgrade, like to the PlayStation, who have a PlayStation 4 and want to go to the 5, which is again perfectly fine. It's still a new console. Or they got a 360 and want to go to a Series X or something. It's just, hey, if you can find it, find one. Hopefully they production is in place for that way when the holidays officially get here, because to me they don't get here until after Thanksgiving. There's consoles in place to be bought, because I would hate for people to wait for last minute and still can't find these damn systems.
And so I'm like, actually, because I wanted to like look at a bit more definitive on like how the polling. This was done by the ESA. Y'all remember them? ESA used to be the ones that housed used to host E3. So ESA is the one that did this polling.
You're the one that killed E3. The one that killed E3. Let's go.
My gosh.
Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
So I'm looking at this. According to this article, the 76% is consoles and like hardware. It's basically hardware. Whereas then they did another one. It was like 43% said they wanted subscription services. Another one said they wanted game accessories. So that's how they rolled it up.
Okay. When I think about it, this is the thing. Every grown adults, us, we talk about PC, the versatility of a PC, and the better graphics, and all the little knicks, knacks, and gadgets off a PC. But as a parent, you do not want to spend your money like maybe let's say $800 to $1,000 on a PC for your kid, and say they spill some juice on their PC, or
right.
Or they're prone. I'm sorry, I don't got no kids, but I know kids are prone to be breaking shit. And if I had a kid and I bought them a PC, and then I tell them, hey, son or daughter, this PC is expensive. Don't break it. Take care of it. And they fuck it up. It's a constant. They don't got the money to replace the part to get that, and it's on the parents. So yeah. I'm just guessing here. The kids want the consoles. It's more accessible, less maintenance, and I'm gonna tell you, the Xbox Series S and that PlayStation 5 Slim, I'm guessing is gonna be the hot sellers for the holidays.
Ooh.
That's what I'm
Series
guessing.
S and a Game Pass subscription. There you go, boo. Again, as a parent who has bought systems for their child, I'm going to let you know it is easier to buy a console as a parent than it is as opposed to a PC. As is, you don't have to do, like Lady said, with the upgrades, you ain't got to worry about that. There's no moving parts, even though there's not really that many moving parts with a PC, but like it's one solid unit. Like, I ain't trying to mean that. If I flip this thing on the side, I can put something on it and it's still gonna be okay, as long as it's not too hot or cold. But this is just hypothetical. People, please don't put stuff on your consoles. But that is easier to do than an actual PC. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think we talk about all the time how consoles allow for like a easier barrier entry into gaming. And right now, like even with the way the price point is for all of the quote unquote current gen consoles, like it's easy to jump in right now. Someone in the chat mentioned like somebody wanting a ROG Ally and all this stuff. It's like, to me, that it signifies that the console market and hardware market in the industry is healthy, right? We hear all the time about how like console this, streaming platforms that, and in my mind, I've always felt like native support is still trumps streaming, it trumps all of that, because it's just it's just better as far as the experience that you get. You know, there's no latency kind of thing, better color fidelity, stuff like that. And so I've always been a huge proponent of like native access to games. That's why I hope that even for got the Steam Deck, right? I was hoping that we'll have an official app for Game Pass on the hardware, because to me it's better than trying to go through to jump through these hoops in order to get that app. You know, or even how like you can stream the games now, but you'd rather play them. I'd rather play them, download them, and play them as opposed to streaming them. It's and that's what I mean. Like, to me, hardware will always have a place, and so and I'll touch on that a little bit when we get into the Xbox is inevitable topic. Because there was one mention about like consoles are still a thing, still important to Microsoft, and so I definitely want to touch a little bit on that. Before we get to that, I know y'all heard about Ubisoft, right? It seems like we always got something talking about Ubisoft week to week now. At this point, we need to have their own. They have their own segment.
They need to charge me how much we talking about them. Shit.
This week in Ubisoft, like we always talking about Ubisoft.
We need a sound for Ubisoft. Womp, womp, womp.
No,
don't say it like that.
That's bad. No. I still think Ubisoft will be just fine, and I'm excited for Assassin's Creed, and we'll see what that turn into. But this week they announced that they are appointing a new chief people officer.
I haven't
ever really heard of that as like an exec title.
That's the made up title they made, because I never heard that.
You're a CPO, like, are the Star Wars? What are we doing here? I can't.
You made that. They made that up. Or is it?
You got chief executive officer? Typically, you got what's the other ones? It's so many.
CFO, CEO.
CFO. That's right. CTO, technology officer. The chief people officer. Like, is that like? I wish I need more. I feel like I need more detail on what that would entail. Like,
and it's just, and according to the article, like he's just there basically to. How do they put it? Hold on. People strategy drive excellent and human resources across the company. That is not a very good description of this job title. Like, to me, it sounds like basically you're there to make sure that the morale of the company is like up. I'm assuming, but like, because y'all know Ubisoft be sucking. Every other week they got like walkout or something. So are you there to make sure that are you actually working with the people, or are you working with HR? Like, who are you there for? I don't understand that part. Like, I feel like I want to read the job description they listed when they decided to hire for this. Like, what did they list in Indeed when they decided to post this? Because I feel like you're literally right under HR. Like, you're not here for the people.
I think I need to look this like
What is a chief people's officer? What is a chief people's officer?
Does anybody else have a chief people officer? Like, are you the person that comes around with pizza every week? What do you do?
He the buffer from the bullshit that Ubisoft about to do, because
like
on the hottest street.
So I pulled it up, and according to AI, a chief people officer is a corporate executive who manages all aspects of an organization's human resources and industrial relations.
So why not just say HR director?
A CPO is responsible for the employee experience, company culture, and is a key member of the executive leadership team.
That's HR.
It covers these topics: people strategy, employee experience, employee relations, DEI, so diversity, equity, and inclusion. People need to understand what that means. I people kill me with DEI. They don't know. They don't understand what DEI means, and that just frustrates me to no end.
Girl,
diversity, equity, inclusion.
You gotta let people read.
Benefits, compliance. What else it says on here? It says their success depends on strategic thinking, leadership, and networking.
So HR adjacent.
HR adjacent. It says industry relations too. So I'm assuming like recruiting strategies and.
So is it more you're for the
placement?
You're for the people more than you are for the business, since you have people in your title?
It's probably for like retention and stuff like that, like keeping people there and keeping them happy and finding out what their needs and what they want and how do we make the HR department better and
stop sexual harassing your people.
Ooh.
This is Ubisoft we're talking about, people.
You know what? Next topic.
Okay.
No, on all serious, no. I think this is interesting from them. I mean, it could be a situation where they're trying to kind of revamp a few things, and that's why they decided to put this person in place. I mean, this could be a signal of them trying to change the culture of.
They've been changing that for 3 years.
But this is new. This is a new thing. They've tried everything. Okay. This is a new thing. Okay. Let's see if this person can clean all that up. You know what I mean? Clean it up.
In 6 months, we're gonna have the same conversation again.
Oh my gosh.
I think for the last 3 weeks, we don't have to circle back to at least 4 different topics, and this is one of them. Because again, this week in Ubisoft.
This week in Ubisoft. That's what I wish she called it. This week in Ubisoft, man. Like this week.
Yeah. More power to them. I guess. I hope they got a fat paycheck.
That's a huge title. That's senior leadership team. Like that's big. That's you right there with the whole. Like.
I wonder how old this person who got this position is.
Oh my gosh, you going deep with it.
I'm just tinfoil hat. But I am trying to be mean. Old people are not the ones for a position like this. I'm just going ahead and say it.
Define old.
If you're over the age of like, I need this person to be between 35 and maybe 49. I need this person to be around that age.
Dang, so so you want them to be under 50?
Yes, because as somebody who is married to an older man, he is very set in their ways. And if you have been there longer than 4 or 5 years, you don't want to change. You don't want to change that mindset. Yeah. You don't want to
old dog new tricks. New tricks. Yeah.
You have to, and no, you need somebody who is new, who has new ideas, who is comfortable with confrontation and is willing to put in the work to change. And if that person is not that, in 6 months we're gonna be back here talking about, that position has been eliminated. Like it's just.
I guess my thing is, do you think that this is because we know we've been in the industry, we've been paying attention to the industry, we go to the events, we've read all the articles. Do you think that this type of position is what they need in order to facilitate change at that level? Because you got to think about it, they're trying to change it at the top. Because I want
to say yes. The optimist in me wants to say yes because it has to start from the top.
Right.
You have.
That's my thought too.
Yeah, because it has to set an example. Somebody has to be the example.
Set the tone.
Yes, but again, if the person right underneath you is not changing, is not doing it with the things that you're trying to implement, and you are letting it slide because they're part of the old guard, then what's the point? Mm-hmm. You're basically
friends of friends, and they're coddling people, and so
such an old dear to me. They just old. They don't know any better.
Right. And then also too, I think you think about the new wave of because you think about this game development, right? So you think about the new wave of people coming in. You got people coming in from college. You got people from all walks of life that make games. It's not just young people anymore. It's mid-career, it's upper career. You got, it's all different levels of experience that's involved in making AAA titles. And so, I guess I'm looking at it. Now that I'm reading it and breaking down the CPO position, it's like I do understand how it's different from HR. It's setting the tone for HR to follow, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But look, we'll see, right? Because it's Ubisoft, and we'll see. And the only thing, as a person who just really solely focus on content the most, I hope we get good games out of it, and I hope the people have great morale while they're working there. That's huge. You know what I mean? Great pay, great morale, etc. So,
you know what? And half these problems would be, not I want to say half, maybe a good third would be taken care of if they paid these folks like they need to be paid.
Yeah, They make a lot of man. Triple. Listen.
Oh, I'm not talking about
stuff,
the C-suite. I'm talking about the people that's below them, the developers, the HR, the people who actually do the work. Pay these people the money they actually need to survive, especially in the cities where you want them to work in. We got bills to pay too. We understand we all trying to make a living, but hey,
I be trying to explain that to some people. Is the like at the end of the day, everybody just trying to do their job, get paid, and go home and be with their family. Like that's it. That's all I want to do is be able to just do my job, do it effectively enough to keep my paycheck coming in, take care of my family, and keep it pushing. Everybody trying to do the same thing, same identical thing. So it's like I never understood the whole office politics and let me try to sabotage so and so and let me snitch on so and so. I just never understood that because it's like, come on, everybody just trying to make it out here. Like, why we need all that?
They be like, they be like, work politics. They be like, what you feel about work politics? I don't care. What y'all want to do, whatever y'all do.
Right.
I go home. I work. I go home. I don't want to go out to eat with y'all. I don't want to go have drinks with y'all. I don't want to go to the Christmas party. I don't want to do nothing because that stirs up shit that don't need to be stirred. And people,
why the microaggressions? Like, why we need microaggressions? Like, why we need to, like, come on.
I don't. They're like, why you work at your job for so long? Because I don't be in that politics shit. I go home. That's why.
That part.
All right, y'all. So let's get into the topic that I really want to I was gonna put this the entire discussion, but I didn't know how much we'll be able to cover, so I didn't want to overload it too much. But the title of the show today is Xbox is Inevitable, and the reason why I named that is because at this point, does it really regardless of platform, does it matter? I mean, Call of Duty is one of the biggest games out there. Minecraft's one of the biggest games out there. Candy Crush is one of the biggest games out there. It's everywhere. So all of that, whether you like it or not, is Xbox. And so at some point in your life, whether you're, regardless of age, you're going to touch one of those three. In my opinion, you're going to touch one of those three games, and also all the other games under the Xbox umbrella. Is the IPs is so thick at this point. Between Doom and Elder Scrolls and Forza and it's so many, right? So it's like, what are we doing holding on to the what's the word I want to use? Why are we holding on to or not being willing to, or some gamers, not me, that aren't willing to accept the changes that's happening and what they're kind of putting out there? Go ahead, lady.
Because old habits die so hard, I'm telling you. And you have people that have been repping Xbox since day one, and they're seeing that their preferred platform is going to be accessible to everybody. It's less of an exclusive thing.
Well, my question to that, because I used to have that same level of thinking. My question to that is how is that hurting you that somebody else gets to play that game?
Because they don't think like them, I guess. Because, like I said, it was at one point it was fuck PlayStation, it was fuck Nintendo, it was fuck PC with me. You know what I mean? But I know if I'm truly a gamer, if I really want to be a gamer, like I say I'm a gamer, I want to play everything I can touch, which is things that are outside the place, out of the Xbox platform. And now I'm like, me and Xbox grew up together, and I in my life had to change and adapt to things. And Xbox is doing that as well with their company, with their games, with their Game Pass subscription. They're growing up too. They thinking differently too. They're changing things as well. I know there's certain titles that's going on other platforms that I personally don't want them to have.
I personally thought we wouldn't get Genshin Impact on Xbox, so there we go. I thought we'd never see that. I thought we'd never see Genshin.
But now you got Death Stranding on Xbox.
Death Stranding, what? That surprised me too.
You got Minecraft on Sony. You know what I mean? You see how it changes. You see how the lines are being blurred.
Oh, MLB The Show. MLB The Show. There's another one. MLB The Show.
The lines are getting blurred, and the people who put their whole back on fuck Sony and fuck PC type shit, Now they're at a well, what we gonna do now? Xbox everywhere now. Xbox is inevitable. It's everywhere now. What do we hate? We gotta hate on everything. Now it's every, and you know what? If that's the type of life that you want to live, go ahead and by all means. But I know that if I want to continue to be a gamer on my preferred console, I have options of where I want to play my game at, which is good for me. But you'll have people may not like it. That's their personal problem. I think that for hardcore Xbox fans, please just adapt. If you really love the brand, like y'all say y'all love the brand, you need to embrace the change that they're doing, because they're trying to do something different. They're trying to have it more accessible. And seeing y'all run into a brick wall about exclusivity with Xbox, y'all got to stop. Because if I'm going to give the same shit,
I feel like we're talking about the same thing a year later, right? We were talking about this last February. It's almost a year. Like, we were talking about the same thing. It's like every 6 months it rears its ugly head again, right? Every 6 months. Well, more like every 4 months.
Mad. I'm mad. I'm an Xbox game fanatic, and I'm mad.
I mean, come on, it's clear. Look, come on, y'all know.
Is you win it? It's that's right. It. If you what you could be as mad until the cow come home. It is not going to change what they're going to do over there with these games and these subscription-based services. So it's up to you to be stubborn and yell it out to the world and no one hears you, or just adapt to your gaming style. It's going to change. It's never going to stay the same. That's how life is. That's how business is. That's how services are. They're never going to be the same for a long period of time. Either you want to adapt to it or you going to shut the fuck up. That's it.
And let's be real. It's only if you think about, like, it's only the loud minority on YouTube and Twitter.
You mean to get no bitches Twitter? Okay,
it's a loud minority on Twitter. So it's like you got these, and then you have media outlets, legit media outlets, amplify that rhetoric. They amplify it, like, oh, and this, and oh, what about this? Because they see Microsoft doing something different versus what Nintendo and what Sony is doing. And so they amplify it every time they make some sort of change or some sort of. To me, hasn't really been a change. Like,
it's stubbornness.
They said that, and it's like, okay, well, what has realistically changed? Nothing has realistically changed.
The only thing is either a tablet or iPad or your Steam Deck, your Fire Stick, right, your phone. You know what I mean? Nothing really changed but the way you play it, but the way you play the games. That's the only thing.
Like, what I'm talking about is what has changed. Like, from when I think about, even though, for instance, one of my favorite games, Hi-Fi Rush, right? Mm-hmm. That game, I already played it. I enjoyed it. I beat it. There's a couple other things I wanted to go back and try to finish with that game. And that game ended up going multi-platform, right? Ended up going to Nintendo, PC, right? But my experience didn't change. That didn't change my experience. I still was able to go.
But now you can't brag to say that you was the only one who played it.
Right. Well, that's it. That's what I wanted to get to right there. You're always for the bragging rights.
And I can understand bragging rights, because again, I like to brag a lot.
Right. You want to validate your purchase, right? You want to validate. You want to feel like special. You want to feel like.
Yeah. But I want to share these experiences with other people also. Mm-hmm. And I know, maybe because again, we talk about the dollars and cents on here. The only way I'm ever going to get, like, say if we want a sequel to Hi-Fi Rush, is that more people will have to play this game. And I ain't trying to mean that. The majority of Xbox players played it through Game Pass. And Game Pass is lovely. We love that. We absolutely love Game Pass, because we will share that to the day we die. But we also need those dollars. So send that shit to PlayStation, let them pay for it. Like, I ain't mad at that. Hell.
I hear what you mean. It's for a strategy, right? It's
let them pay for it.
Let them pay $60. We
let
get
them pay $60, and I will pay my $19.99 a month. Well, I don't even know how much Game Pass is. We go through this every month.
It's ultimate over here. Ultimate. Yes.
Ultimate. How much is Game Pass again, y'all? I don't know. Anyway,
I think it's $20. It's $20.
I don't know. I'm paying it regardless.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. It is in my budget.
Xbox Gold, Game Pass, the subscription that has me playing my games on my preferred console it's in the budget. It's always going to be there.
Well, you know what they really should be mad about? If and when Game Pass actually goes to these other consoles. Like, God forbid Game Pass shows up on PlayStation. Yo,
either they're gonna adapt to it and play some games,
or
or
you can turn that shit off,
or they're gonna go on social media and diss it.
But yet they're gonna also spend those $20 to play those games. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah. No, that's it too. Because I mean, you're right. Before we go into, but you're right. You're right. You know
they may talk mad shit about it, but on the low, because they want to play some force.
Come on, let me tell you. Prime example is Sea of Thieves.
Thank you.
Let's not forget. Let's not forget.
On PlayStation right now. Like, how long we been playing Sea of Thieves?
Exactly. But also, peep this though. The flip side was Death Stranding.
That part.
Same difference. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's because at the end of the day, it's about the games.
Yeah, it's about the games. Yo, again, as a person who's gonna play Genshin Impact on 4 or 5 different consoles, I'm gonna play the game.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna follow them where they go, whichever one I got the best.
Go where the game. That's it. That's just it.
That means you're adapting. That means you're adapting.
I am very adaptable.
Yeah.
Again, because I have played it. I played it on PlayStation 4, 5, PC, my tablet, and my phone, and now I'm gonna play it on my Series X.
Yeah, and I guess if you know the negative, because I always try to look at both sides of the coin, right? The negative is you create a situation where if titles continue to get skipped on the Xbox platform, then now you have a problem, right? Because it's like, you know, developers are they going, because you know, if everything going to PlayStation, that means that developers are only going to focus on one platform. They're going to focus on PlayStation because everybody's going to be there. You only got to buy that one console and get everything, since Xbox is going to be over there too. So what's the point of
that's why I say you need to, again, that would actually make people pay attention to the actual specs of their console to a certain extent, because I ain't trying to mean, we all know on paper and in real life, the Series X is more powerful than the PlayStation 5. Now the Pro, the Pro now they might be neck and neck, you know, but like PlayStation has a way better marketing team. So people don't understand that, don't want to understand that. I don't know. Particularly, I don't really care because again, I have both and I still play both. No, I don't. I don't play that PlayStation. It still got dust on it. Let me stop lying.
Dude.
But like in the future, if Xbox is everywhere, then it means we actually need to pay attention to specs and where we will have the better looking games, the better looking connection, the better looking connection, but a faster connection, the best frame rates and all that stuff. Because then we want to play it on the best possible console or TV or system or whatever.
You care about graphics for sure, absolutely.
Yes,
but
that part.
You know, some gamers don't care about that. I mean,
that is true.
With Minecraft and all these other little in Fortnite, like a lot of people don't care about that. You know,
Vampire Survivors,
Nintendo, all Nintendo's IP. Like you said, Vampire Survivors. It's not about that. It's not about the graphic fidelity and aesthetic of the game. Long as it's about the fun and enjoyment of the game.
You know, people don't play games for fun anymore, Delilah. What are you talking about?
They want frame rates. They want resolutions. They want
frames. It's the
they
frames.
Want 60. They want 60.
Listen, I want 60. I'm in a different class. I feel like I'm in a different class. I want 60. Want that? Like I want high fidelity 60 frames. That's what I want. I feel like that's why I pay 60. Because to me, it's like the price has to equate the quality. Like if I'm paying $70 for a game, I want it should have all of that. If I'm paying $20 for a game, okay, fine. If I'm paying $40, okay, I get it. It's maybe missing a few things. But if I'm paying $70, I want all the bells and whistles, all of it.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie how much. I can't even tell you how much I spent on Vampire Survivors. I know it ain't cracked $20 yet.
It sure didn't. Because them DLCs is $3.49 a piece.
And they ain't because they less than that because we got Game Pass. So we might not even hit 15 yet.
You know, all of this stemmed from, you know, I believe like Phil Spencer did an interview. I don't know if it was with Bloomberg or what media outlet recently, but there was a couple things that came out of that interview. It was like confirmation on the Xbox handheld. It was like Fallout. Not, you know, they elaborate on the fact that Fallout won't have a game coming out with a TV show and stuff like that, and why is that a good or bad thing? And also reiterated that they're still looking into mergers and acquisitions. And that's a lot, right?
Please get Warner Brothers in.
Oh my God, Cheryl.
I mean, they need it. You want to be honest? They need it. They need it.
What? No, explain, lady. Explain why they need it.
Why
Okay, now I would say Warner Brothers need.
I want the brothers per se, but I'm talking about their gaming division because obviously they don't know what the hell to do with
that's
it.
what we're talking about.
Okay.
I mean, Mortal Kombat is like Mortal Kombat is hanging by a thread. There's no Injustice 3, they could revamp the Arkham series. I mean, the Batman series.
And they finna pump that shit out because it's all they got right now. They got other IPs. Like, I don't know. Let me stop. Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead, ma'am. I'm sorry. But honestly, if Microsoft was still got that checkbook open, who would we want them? We had this conversation 2 years ago. Who would we want them to purchase if they still got that checkbook ready to go? Besides Warner Brothers gaming,
everybody that I wanted, they got
that part. That part. Like, there is nobody besides like.
I'm trying to tell you.
What about Sega?
Oh, I take that back. There's only one company I would want them to get, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want nobody to misconstrue of me announcing anything.
You know what? Text it to me and I say it for you.
Then they're gonna know that's what I said.
Just text it to us. Just text it to us, and we won't say
no. I won't.
Okay. But save it.
I tell y'all after the show, maybe.
Okay.
Not doing that.
But Sega, I do, but I don't on the Sega one because I feel like they have finally got their act together, especially with this latest Sonic, and then the movies and stuff like that. They finally acting right, so I can see that one. But like I don't know any like major maybe studios that I don't know. Not anymore. Capcom.
Man, I would y'all know me being because them guts posted it in the chat.
I'm sorry.
But because I like Recore and they also work on the flight sim games. A Sobo would be perfect. A Sobo.
I thought
Sobo, baby. A Sobo for sure. I would want a man.
Square Enix.
Lock it down.
No, we ain't getting Square. I'm still happy that we got Final Fantasy 14 on Xbox. Let's be happy with what we got, people.
Sure, especially with doggone Sega and Metaphor, like they competing like. That competition for RPG levels, like with Square Enix, is crazy right now.
Yo, remember like 4 or 5 years ago, we was dry as a bone. Now I got so much choice, I don't know what to do.
The Legend of Mana, all that stuff's on there.
Oh my gosh.
It's just like, man, nice little turn.
We as gamers, we are eating now. We are
very eating. We are eating so good. Yes. I don't like. You might complain about your preferred console, but you cannot complain about the type of games and as many games as we got right now. Like, if you are literally here for the fun of it, you are eating good. You are having the time of your life right now. Yeah, I can't find time to play all the games I want to play. But yeah, I'm trying to think if it's any I don't know. I truly don't know anymore because besides Ubisoft, well, we know they need. I don't know what the hell going on with them. I don't know. Ask us like a couple of weeks or something. Let's revisit this topic first of the year. How about that?
Yeah, you're right. Because because it could just been a situation that they're always looking. When Phil Spencer get out there, he's talking like usually like it's in general terms, and people take it and run with it. He probably just talking generally, like, yeah, we always looking at at stuff like that. Like, he could just been saying it just like that. Like, we always look at mergers and acquisitions. It's just part of the business. And then somebody run with it. Oh, he want this. Oh, he want that. Yada yada. So this man can't say anything without scrutiny. Like, let's be real. So.
I still say, hey, somebody please look into Warner Brothers, please.
Man, you want Warner Brothers bad, huh?
They ain't taking care of. They're not doing what they're supposed. I'm still upset by the Suicide Squad. I am still upset how they shitted on Gotham Knights. Like, they did not protect them at all. That is such a good game, people. And even what else they did? What else? Something else they did. It's just mismanagement at its best. So yeah,
interesting. Well, we don't know, right? We'll see. Hopefully in the future, near future, whatever, whenever. We'll see. I just know it's always a good time hearing about stuff like that. Anytime you hear growth, I love hearing growth. I mean, I hate hearing about cancellations and stuff like that. So, you know, if it sounds like, just from that interview that I mentioned here, it sounded like everything's pretty healthy. Like, as far as the return on investment, things that they decided to put money into, the multi-platform strategy. It just sounded it was sounding extremely healthy. And so for him to even kind of allude to that, I think is good for gamers in general. All right, so the last thing I want to kind of mention to y'all, transition to the final topic here, is South of Midnight. I know y'all saw, hopefully you've seen the South of Midnight documentary. I was already hyped for this game, like completely, when they showed the trailer at the showcase and the teaser, the previous one. Now I'm all in. I'm all in on this game. I'm getting this game day zero. I am getting this game when it just listen. I'm getting everything. I want to just inject it into my veins. I can't wait to
What
play
game we
this
talking
game.
about? South of Midnight?
South of Midnight. I watched the documentary. It was very, very well done. It talked about the culture and the things that influence the game, and it's they taking elements from Deep South. I'm from the South, and so just seeing all that push into the game, the sound direction, like all of it, it was so well orchestrated as far as the documentary. And they showed a ton of bits of the gameplay and how you have like platform elements. They talked about it having like certain places where you could explore areas, like a pseudo kind of open world area where you can kind of explore and things like that, like an overworld, and you got to do some things. They said, but at the core of it, it's a narrative game. They want to definitely tell a deep story. So I am all in. And as far as the gameplay hours, they mentioned that it'll be anywhere from 15 to 25 hours of gameplay. And I'm like, that's a great length for an action adventure narrative based game. So I'm all in. I am all in on this game. I can't wait till this drop.
I can't.
It's day one for me. Day zero. Like, I'm all in.
Might be taking a day off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen, I was already going to look. I was already into this game already. But after seeing that, it's like, let's go. It made me feel like they took the actual necessary care and time it takes to kind of nail it, from the hairstyles to the voice acting to all of that. They took their time, and I was super impressed with that. It's like
a love letter.
Yeah, if we're gonna do a game in the South about this gothic, folklore type stuff, we're gonna do the history. Man, just watch it. If you hadn't seen the documentary, just watch it.
It's 30 minutes. It ain't gonna kill you.
Yeah, it's not that long. It's not that long. It's great. It's great. And so, CHAREECE, did you get a chance to see? I don't think you didn't get a chance to see.
No, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna watch it.
What? Yeah, no spoilers. No spoilers.
That's why.
No spoilers.
No.
It's not a spoiler though.
It's a documentary.
That is true. That is true. But any game that I automatically know I'm gonna get, I do not pay attention to any type of media for it. I don't have any. I don't know, not necessarily expectations, but like, I don't want to be spoiled on anything. I want to play that game for the very first time and experience everything that way. Like, I already knew, you got a black girl, she in the South, she could do magic. Boo, I am there. Say less. Like, you had me as the black girl. Like,
for real.
Say less.
What's so crazy when I think about that kind of games? Like, it's not even that. I would have played it if it wasn't a black person in the game.
Part, because
I like action adventure games. Like, that's just my favorite genre. So it's
it takes place in the South, in the Deep South. Like, come on, like, baby, seriously. My mother-in-law across the road over here mixing concoctions in her yard. Like, seriously, this is my game. This is my people. I
really hope that you got the whole anti-crowd. I'm just gonna call them the anti-crowd. Already trying to blackball this game or be negative towards this game. I think it's unfortunate. I think no game should be guilty by association, period, because there's so much work to go into making these games, and they take years and years to create. So making games guilty by association is just completely unfair to the developers and the people who dedicate their lives and effort for our enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like, come on, you know. And I don't bat an eye when I'm playing Uncharted. I don't bat an eye when I'm playing Call of Duty. I don't bat an eye when I'm playing all these other games. You know what I mean? And so them to just kind of label a game and try to blackball a game because it's with a character that don't look like them, it's unfortunate.
That's because it's never centered on them. They've have always been the center of entertainment of whatever for so long that they literally cannot think that they are
it's
not.
Just like, it's like, but I just look at it like this: like, can I get the same grace? Well, like I said, when I'm playing Uncharted, I don't be like, oh, this character's right.
That's because we are used. We are used being looking at it from another point of view. We are used again. You would be amazed how many this argument is still going on in other forms of media, be it movies, books, whatever, video games. That simple fact that cis white male is the standard, and anything outside of that standard is the other, and they just cannot see themselves as that other, or think that that other is not for them. That's another thing. They think if it's,
you know, what's so crazy. I don't even think like it doesn't cross my mind when I play any game. It doesn't cross my mind.
It's because we're used to it.
My mind.
We are like, I have been so many bald white haired men that it's hilarious. But yet I'm still gonna play this game. I'm still gonna enjoy it. But they just cannot. It can't fathom. It does not enter their mind that they can still enjoy this game if they are a black female, or if they are if they're a white female. They just cannot. It doesn't enter their mind. Like when you play, like if you play this RPG, I'm playing Dragon Age. I wonder how many of them made a female character. How many of them, hey, did you play as a dark elf? Did you play as the Kunari? Because again, that life experience is not centered on them. So did you even pretend to do that? They can't fathom that. They can't. Like, I've played Dragon Age as a man before, just for shits and giggles, and I wanted to romance this one female. But like, it's like, did you like? It doesn't bother me because again, I want that experience.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, you know, of all the games I've played, I've never really thought about, I need to be directly affiliated with the main character in order to enjoy the game. I just never felt like that.
Which is weird because,
and granted, I've never had that many opportunities either, but it's like, it doesn't make or break a game for me. And so you got people just instantly discrediting the game because it has, you know, Deep South and it's black culture and it's a black lead and it's telling an amazing story. And so it's like, come on, like I don't understand that. But
which gets me about that is how they say they can't because it doesn't reflect them. But yeah, if you look at the stats and how it is, like say World of Warcraft, how many bunny girls are in that game? And like majority of them played by men. Like, y'all, something ain't clicking right here. Yeah, like, come on,
it's weird.
It don't matter what they say. I'm gonna play what I play. What I'm gonna play.
Of course, like that. But see, that's not. I mean, I get it. I'm with you. It doesn't matter what they say, right? I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. What I'm trying to understand is why is it like this? Like why we're so accepting. I was gonna say why we're so accepting to all the other games that's out there, regardless of the lead character. You know what race or what gender the lead character is. We're accepting to that. Mm-hmm. But they're not accepting on the reverse end of it. Like, why? Why is that? Why are they getting hate mail? Why are they getting harassment? You know what I mean? Like, it's
because we're raised to it. We're used to it.
There it is.
Yeah, from children up, we are so used to being the other. Like, how many of us play with white Barbies? Like, seriously. We've all so like, but I bet you anything they've never played with a black Barbie. Right. Like we've been doing this forever and a day, and it's just started happening to them, and so they don't have that concept that there's other things out there, other ways of doing something. It's just an other to them. They don't realize this. We have been this since birth, so to us it's an ingrained that there are other people out there, that there are other life experiences. There, you know, that's just how we, and when I mean we, right? How it's supposed to be. They don't have that. I remember plenty of times trying to find a black doll for my child growing up. So you know what she went to? Damn Monster High, because we couldn't find a black Barbie doll in Walmart.
And because think about it, like another game that's on the top of my list is freaking like what's that? Perfect Dark. You think I'm a better eye for playing this Joy in the Dark? Heck no.
Yo, I'm so ready to play that game.
I'm not gonna better eye. I'm not gonna question that. I'm not gonna be posting on they shouldn't have done this or that. I'm gonna enjoy the game for what it is. Period.
It's the same
thing with Splinter Cell or any game.
It's the same
Metal Gear Solid
that always complain. Look at the people who complain. Look how they look. Look how they look.
They don't look like me.
They don't show the. They don't look like me. And until they don't. You can't fix stupid. You can't change stupid. I'm too old. I'm about to be 41 in 3 weeks. I do not have the time to educate somebody that don't look like me about what's the importance of people that need to look like me in video games. I'm too old for that shit. If you can't get it at your big age, then that's a lost cause for you. But I cannot let the negativity of those people hinder me on my experience in gaming. Because gaming is an expensive hobby. Okay,
it's specifically for this game. The background of the character is integral to the story.
Yeah,
see, what the story they're trying to tell, it's a key component of it. So I'm just like with Black Myth Wukong, right? You got you could tell me about Black Myth Wukong, lady? Like just
Which
like Black Myth Wukong. You know how they got the lead character? It's like the Monkey King, right? So
the chosen one.
There and be like, I got it, right? The Monkey King dude. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, should put a black female as the Monkey King. That's not integral to the story. That doesn't even go with the background. Doesn't match.
It's absolutely 100% match because it's from Chinese folklore. The Destined One looks like that.
No, what I'm saying is I wouldn't say that I'm gonna put a black female lead as that character. Is what I'm getting at. I wouldn't choose that character for that lead. For that type of game, because it's Chinese. That's what I'm saying. It matches. So when I look at South of Midnight, I think the same thing. Look at where this game is based at, the story they're trying to tell, the lore, etc., and understand why they chose to put a black female as the lead.
And again, that's the people who don't understand that are the same people who be like, but why can't Black Panther be white? Like, that's the same conversation right there. Like, his blackness is actually part of his story. Now, imagine, I'm gonna say this and it's gonna hurt my heart a little bit. Bruce Wayne, Batman can be anybody, because Batman has been anybody. If you think about it, if you go through the comic book history, yes, there is a black man.
We know that.
My God. Y'all just don't realize how much I damn read. Again, to see these 3 bookshelves over here. Before the show, we was even talking about how I need to buy a new bookcase. But anyway, anybody can be Batman. Literally, anybody has been Batman. But yet they don't want to realize that. They seem to think that being Batman, you have to be white. You really don't. It's all of that. But yet you have to be black to be Black Panther. It's kind of, the disconnect is there, and they don't want to realize that. Because his blackness is a part of his story. It's weird. It's again.
I just I
it's a oh my God.
Understand like the complaints about it. I don't think
they don't want to. They don't want to.
It's all right, y'all. I think that's all the topics, ain't it? Yeah, I think that's all the topics.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get some tidbits if y'all got any tidbits.
So we're not gonna talk about the fight last night?
Man, don't nobody want to talk about that doggone fight. Don't nobody want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, then we gonna talk about Arcane.
I'm not finished it, so no.
Yeah, you can't talk
about no. I know we can talk about because my girl Lady Boogie is not here. The results of our poll for last week.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. We can talk about that.
So for those who don't know, I don't see how you don't if you're a regular. We have our challenge on here where we do play scary games. Because none of us like scary games. Right. And I lost last week. Anyway, I had to do my little hot sauce challenge. And we put up our new poll for our next person, and Team CHAREECE came through. Our winner or loser, depending on how you want to look at it.
It's a winner. It's a dub. Let's go.
Lady Infamous with the win.
Okay, so
okay, lady. All right, so here we go. Now we're
gonna put a new poll up and let somebody go ahead and throw some games up in the chat.
Yeah, go ahead. Y'all start suggesting some games. We need y'all to give us some of the most scariest games in your arsenal.
I will not contribute it to nothing of this poll. So y'all want to? Y'all gonna figure it out. I'm not figuring nothing.
Anybody who's listening, whether you're listening on Twitter or on YouTube or whatever, anybody listening right now, send us the most scariest game you can think of. We're gonna
we can
make a poll out of them, and we're gonna choose on what the next horror game that she plays in the challenge.
It's gonna be a birthday scary game month. That's exactly what it's gonna be. I'm ready.
Okay? Well, y'all hear her talking big shit, right? Y'all hear her.
I am.
I ain't gonna lie to you because she got there. I can't do it. But yeah.
So, no, don't get it twisted. The one Call of Duty mission in the campaign is scary as fuck.
Don't say that because they ain't made it that far yet.
Yeah.
Well, look. Also,
what's the deal? Like, what's winning?
Right. That's what I'm gonna get to. Like, we got to come up with it with what the time frame and how long it should take you and We got to come
up. We gonna check. Should we wait till we actually pick a game or do that now? Because Boogie's not here either. So
we're not gonna pick the game, but I would like what my win-loss thing would be.
Okay, your your reward.
Yeah,
I know you gotta do at least 8 hours.
8 hours?
Oh, yeah. No, see, let's not do that because I thought since we're not at a resetting point, everybody went through. We back at the start, right? So I feel like we should start really tweak it a little bit. I think more than 8 hours.
Oh God,
more than 8 hours.
Yes. I'm thinking 12. I'm thinking more like 12.
12. What type of prize is 12?
Oh God. God, I can't do 12.
So Duke, we already did that space. We already did that space. We did that space.
Oh my God.
I ain't saying no games. I'm not saying absolutely no games.
Lady, I know you know some.
I know.
You know what?
No, figure it out.
Bet I got you. We gonna look some up.
We gonna find for sure.
And system doesn't really matter because
we got everything. Right.
We got everything over here.
Yeah, because we special like
gamers. We gamers.
That's gamers. Right. We got all of them.
We don't talk about it. We play them. You know what I'm saying?
Even though this PlayStation got dust on it.
Some more than others. Nintendo.
Girl, this PlayStation slander. This PlayStation slander.
I said Nintendo Switch. Okay. I'm about to play my PlayStation tomorrow. We gonna play some Black Myth with Chacon tomorrow or tonight.
Like, what's it called?
Wait.
Black Myth Chacon.
There you
tomorrow.
Go.
Yo, what was going on with this Netflix? Like, okay, we got Lady out of the way. What's going on with this damn game? I mean, fight. What happened? Because
I thought Delilah didn't want to talk about the fight.
No, I want to talk about the fight.
Listen, I'm having secondhand embarrassment from that fight. Like,
y'all know this man is like,
he's 58 years old. Okay,
why is he still fighting? Is he trying to go out in the ring or something? What is he doing?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was a cash grab kind of thing. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Honestly, okay, then what was the technical difficulties?
It wasn't loading every now and again. It was just
fine. It was fine on my side.
Netflix is not used to doing live events, and so some people were stuck in like a never-ending perpetual like buffering.
Yeah,
it wouldn't load the fight. I
mean, they didn't miss nothing, to be honest.
They didn't miss now the undercards were actually good. The undercards, the lady fight. Oh man, that fight that was Boogie called it. Boogie said, "Watch this be the best fight of the night." And the fight between the two women before the main event was amazing. Like, that was a good fight. It was action.
A real fight. A real fight.
I mean, that to me that was the main event because the Tyson Paul fight was just watching.
Watch your.
I feel like they did Tyson and the whole boxing community a disservice with that fight.
Okay, was it like a legit fight or was it more of an exhibition?
It was a legit fight.
It was a legit fight. Mm-hmm. It went to their records and everything.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
It wasn't like an exhibition, kind of like, oh, we jokey fight. No, it was It really altered records and everything. Like because Paul is trying to be a legit boxer out here.
But you fight a 58-year-old man?
It was the most ridiculous fight ever. Tyson still wanted to fight. Like he's because he did a fight what 3 years ago? Tyson did a fight 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
I think with Roy Jones.
Again,
I think.
Yeah, he did the Roy Jones fight. So Tyson's still out here. He just liked the sport, right? Tyson liked the sport. Listen. You ain't gotta preach or tell me nothing. I'm with you, okay? I'm just relaying information. I feel like.
Yo, I'm with Monica and Lady Foxfire on this one. They both snapping in the chat. They like,
They both got paid very well.
Like, look, Monica D put a great point. It wasn't a great point. 2-minute rounds was legit. I'm with you. No, it's not legit. I feel that.
Well, I tell you what, I will never watch a Jake Paul boxing match no more because I already gonna see what's gonna happen.
It seems like he's fighting. Listen, it depends on who he's fighting. Wait, his fight, he's been handpicking his fights.
That part.
Like, let me fight this dude. Let me. It's not that. Like, it shouldn't be that hard for me. Let me fight this so and so.
But that's not how it is, though, right?
I mean, when you're the cash cow, like when you're bringing in all the money, sometimes it's like that. Like, you get to when you have the purse, like you get to kind of be like, you can be more strategic about who you fight next.
Okay.
Because now you're like. They're trying to get you. They're trying to get what you got. You're not trying to, you know what I mean? They're trying to get what you got. And so when you look at this fight, it's like, I mean,
okay.
Draw between if you talk. Cause let me tell you why this fight happened in the first place. In my opinion, it's like you got the old heads and the young ones, right? It was just a fight to bring them all together, and that's really all it was in my opinion.
Again, make his ass a commentator.
Tyson, a commentator. Let's be real.
I'm just saying, if he need a paycheck that damn bad,
no, because he don't. That's another thing too. Like he isn't like he need a paycheck that bad. Yeah, you know what I mean. But I'm pretty sure you put enough zeros in front of anybody, they down. You know what I'm saying? You put enough zeros.
Get your bag.
Everybody. Yeah.
This is what I mean. It ain't that you need the money. It's like, well, shoot, I ain't gonna turn this down though. I don't need it, but I'm not gonna turn it down.
I guess you're right. I'm sorry, Monica. I apologize, girl, for you. I saw it once. Now I had to go wash my face.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm disappointed. I just felt like they didn't have to, scroll Tyson all out there, and I just hated it because it's being a fan of boxing. Y'all know me. If y'all know my background or anything about me, y'all know that I grew up watching boxing, and so I'm a huge fan of the sport. I like boxing more than MMA, than more than all of them. I like boxing is right next to is up right up there with me with NFL football. And so it's like being a fan of the sport. I hated it. I did not like seeing them bring him out there just to embarrass himself in front of everybty.
I bet you won't that shit no more.
That part.
And then you got Jake Paul, and then they at the end of the fight, spoiler alert, his brother being disrespectful to him. I didn't appreciate that. I didn't like
that's
that.
nothing I can't figure out. I thought we all collectively decided that we didn't like Jake Paul in the first place.
It wasn't Jake. What's his brother name? Logan. Is it Logan?
I thought it was both of them.
But anyway, I just felt like Logan was a bit disrespectful at the end. Like, come on, man. Like it's hard. It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was horrible. I don't know. I thought it was bad. I think even on the PR level, like it was cool to build up all that, etc. I get it. Because you got to try to sell the fight. I understand that. But in reality, it was horrible. And I felt, like I said, secondhand embarrassment, period.
Well, anyway, any good stuff? Any good stuff? Did your team did good this week?
No, we lost. I don't even want to talk about this game because Falcons had so many opportunities to win that game. Pathetic. Our kicker missed he missed 3 field goals. 3. That's 9 points left out there. So it was disappointing as far as like my team. But we play
My team
tomorrow,
I think
so hopefully, you know, we'll rebound.
we hanging by thread. Our team hanging by thread. We play Seattle tomorrow. Hanging by thread. We're in the hunt, but somebody gotta lose.
Wait. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Did y'all win last week?
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I got nothing else. It's almost food o'clock though.
Neither. Let's go ahead and get these outros done then.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Me first, right? Or
yeah, go ahead. You go ahead, lady. Go ahead.
I want to thank everybody that came through. Check me out on Blue Sky if you. That's where I want to migrate.
Ooh, that's what we at. We on Blue Sky now, y'all.
I don't know. We on Blue Sky.
And
we on
Threads.
Blue Sky.
You know what I'm saying?
And Threads and TikTok. And if you're real ones, y'all got my number. But you can check me out at Lady Infamous all platforms. Either tomorrow, we're either going to continue on with the campaign and struggle on that stealth mission, or we're going to play some Black Myth Wukong, a game I haven't played in 7 weeks. On Twitch. See y'all. And have a great weekend and treat yourself. Because sometimes we need some treats to ourselves. That's it.
That's facts, yeah.
All right, everybody. It's your girl CHAREECE here. I am also now on Threads. I'm still on Twitter, but yeah, though I'm only on there until all my people move over, and then I'm just gonna I don't know, archive that whole shit. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just gonna look for shits and giggles. But I am on Threads. I am active on Threads. If you want to comment, Instagram, Threads, Instagram, because you have to use Instagram's DMs. But yes, thank y'all for coming through. As always, thank you, ladies. Boogie, I hope you have fun. Where's my pictures?
Right. The pictures. Where the pictures at?
Where's my pictures at, Heifer?
I'm looking for some turkey legs.
She eating good. So yeah. Y'all, we are getting into the tail end of this year.
Yeah.
Y'all go play some games. It's a good time to be a gamer. We are eating so good. Dragon Age. It's got my heart right now, y'all. It's got my heart. As soon as I get some eat, I'm coming back.
And that's so that's Gotti for you. Gotti for sure.
Oh, like
wait. When is the Game Awards? And
they announced their nominations next week, I believe.
Monday. I think it's Monday.
Okay.
Somebody did want to. I forgot who it was. It was someone in the chat. They were talking about DLC expansion.
Pragmatic Eagle.
Pragmatic.
No, I do not think DLCs can be Game of the Year, but I do think they need their own category nowadays because there's so much DLC.
Absolutely.
And if there was a DLC category for like some type of Game Awards for them, yes, Elden Ring should win.
That's DLC, best game expansion, DLC.
Yes,
Elden Ring. Shadow the Earn Tree. Don't let Shadow the Earn Tree get a Game of the Year nomination.
Trust me, I'm telling you, that's probably why they created that category.
Yeah, because Shadow the Earn Tree, everybody get nominated, and that's the problem. Because I like Black Myth Wukong, but Shadow the Earn Tree, the only problem that they didn't have with that game is they didn't have no achievements. That's it. But I'm telling you, if Shadow the Earn Tree is in that
you said DLC is allowed now as Game of the Year.
Shadow the Earn Tree.
What else though? What else released this year that was just like, y'all?
A DLC? A DLC?
Game
not DLC, but just like in general. Like, what y'all think gonna get? We got 2 weeks left to talk about this though.
Yeah, we got 2 weeks.
We'll table that for another time. We'll
table a lot of stuff on this show.
And we do the roast. We do the roast every year before you. We've been doing the roast for like 7 years.
No,
6, 7 years.
More like 4.
That's a lie. It has to be more than 4.
Girl, don't let me pull the receipts. You know I know.
Okay, you show it to me, man. Show it to me.
Okay.
It's more than 4.
DLC, but God warned me. I'm sorry. It's gonna be mine. It's gonna be Dragon Age, but I'm gonna go by guarantee you, Dragon Age is not even gonna be nominated. Not even. I don't think it's gonna get nominated.
So you think it's gonna be the next
Hogwarts Legacy?
Harry Potter?
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
I truly believe that. It's not even gonna be nominated. especially not for game of the year. It might make RPG, but it will not.
Yeah, no. And then, man, what about Hellblade? Hellblade came out this year. We're like, yeah.
Best. Okay, you know what? This is a whole 30-minute conversation.
This is what I'm saying. This is why.
Yeah, we got to table this one, especially wait till we get back.
Right. This is why I say we probably want to push this to next week because we can talk about the Game Awards stuff, like and nominations and my Gotti, your Gotti, etc. But let me do my outro. So yeah, y'all know y'all can follow me on social media. Just search for Delilah HD. You typically can find me on Blue Sky. I'm delilahhd.dev. So my first name .dev. I got my own custom domain. So yeah, it shouldn't be that hard to find on there. And what else I want to say? That's it. Y'all, thank y'all. We appreciate it, and we'll catch y'all next week. Time.
We miss you, Boogie. We miss you, Boogie.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
Bye. Have a great day.